Morning, everybody. This is the Hammered Airsoft Smith. Viewers' discretion is advised. Smoking's not cool. And part two of my homemade pistol carbine kit. We're going to be focusing more yet again on the stock, because the stock was the main part. The stock is pretty much it is finished. It's fucking finished. It's done. It's a wrap. It's sturdy as hell now. Like, it was factory made. That's how sturdy it is. You want to see any of that happening in the previous videos. There is only a little give for up and down motion, but that's fine because I kind of needed that for reloads. And again, I cannot stress it enough, there's plenty of real steel and airsoft arms that have stocks, and they have a little bit of wobble to them. There's so many out there, so it's not abnormal, it's not cheap, it's not flimsy, it's not, you know, any of that negative bullshit. I mean, it's just the way it is sometimes, and with that little bit of give there, I couldn't give a fuck. I couldn't give a fuck. I'm so happy with it. It is amazing. And all I did, by the way, if you're new and you just caught this video or whatever, and you didn't catch the other previous ones pertaining to this project, this carbine stock was heavily influenced in combination of the Norinco wooden stock that was fitted to the mainspring housing. It's very similar to a C96 Model 712 style stock. And the Monarch skeletonized 1911 stock in the real steel world. And I had the one bracket fitted to a ABS A1 grip panel, and I finally just gave in, which is like, well, you know what, fuck it, if it's gonna work, it'll be worth it. So I just took the other grip panel and did the same thing on this side. So, and it's incredible. It looks incredible, in my opinion. It feels incredible. It works incredible. It's just incredible. Another slight change that I made was I showed that the stock in the front that goes up against the mainspring housing and the grip safety, I showed that it was hollow in there. So since then, I super glued a foam card all around the lining and around the bolt. There's a bolt that goes all the way across. So just in case, so it doesn't rub, and it also gives it more of like a seat. I also put the foam card on the bottom where the lanyard loop sits. Gives more of a tight seal, a tighter fit, and it reduces the wear and tear from having the stock on the gun. So, yeah, phenomenal. And you can thank Possess the Rage for this one, because he stated in a previous video that the pistol with the stock reminded him a lot of the Matilda from the Resident Evil series, Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4 specifically. And that's, in real life, that's an HK VP70. And I was like, yeah, you know what, it kind of does remind me of that. So I turned around and I was like, but you know what, the WE Commander, the Gen 4 Commander, would resemble that even more so, because it is a smaller pistol. So how about that, Possess the Rage? Yeah, right? So we're gonna pop Valerie's Cherry, or Stock Cherry, throwing this on here. Yeah, this is gonna be fucking sweet. This is gonna be really sweet. And again, this is a WE 4.3 Commander full metal gas blowback airsoft pistol. Fitted a high caliber Commander style hammer to it. created more of a duckbill style grip safety there to work in cahoots with the hammer. Flat mainspring housing from KJ Works, RA Tech with the serrations going vertical, and that's pretty much all I did to it. And also, going back to the grip panel, I had originally fit these grips. Well, these grips came with this gun, and at one point I was experimenting putting an ambi thumb safety on here, which worked out great, especially being how I did the cutout for here. So that means this stock will still be 100% compatible with all of my 1911 style gas blowback airsoft pistols. So with that being said, expect to see it attached to the WE Gen 5 Warrior, and of course with the pistol grip. It's got a rail, and exact same thing goes for Dolce Carry Pro conversion I have for it with the 3.8 slide. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty damn sweet too. Yeah, again, like I said, I'm focusing more on the stock this time around, not so much the outer barrel. I do have the extended outer barrel here. I just don't think it would look all that right, being how this is a bull barrel and it's chrome lined. It looks so much better when the barrel is like all black, like the MEU barrels that I have on the WE Desert Warrior, which is a Gen 3, and I have on Doris, 15-year-old WE Gen 1, Gen 2-ish, 1911 A1. Those both have MEU barrels, so it looks like a really long black barrel, like it should. But anyways, let's get her doing, right? Oh yeah. It's oh yeah. Weather forecast. It is beautiful out. The sun is just coming out. It's really warm, but it's gonna be a humid day. So we might get some cool down issues despite this being a Gen 4. So the metallurgies in the paint is of higher quality, which means it's more resistant to the elements, as per, like, say, going back to Doris, which is a Gen 1 or Gen 2, and Xena, which is the WE Desert Warrior to Gen 3. That one's a little more vulnerable to the elements as well, due, again, to metallurgies and the paint. But this should be fine. It rained all fucking day yesterday. It was so shitty. But, yeah, man. Let me stand a little closer. Get closer. This is just fucking fantabulous, to say the least. Get a little RE4 camera view to kind of fit it, right? Even though, again, this is not an a cow. Well, certainly not a cow, dude. Just heard a bovine. Anyways, yeah, we're featuring a bovine, some dogs, and a lot of birds. We got the nature's best morning orchestra out here of all the feathery foes out here, dude. Anyways, yeah. Before I interrupted myself and I heard the cow. Yeah. Again, not an HKVP70, but pretty damn sweet. There is an Airsoft, a couple Airsoft HK VP70. But they're, from what I could tell, they're extremely rare, and a lot of them, or all of them, are discontinued. Again, as far as I know. There was one by HFC, And there's one by Tanio Cobra. And, oh, we're featuring a fucking rooster now, too. And, yeah, I don't know why the fuck they discontinued it. And the other thing that's weird, too, is that websites need to stop having items on the website that are discontinued, because it's a bit misleading when you go in Google and you type in a specific gun. Asshole. Yeah? You really want to do this? Homeboy? Anyways, fucking interruptions, man. Yeah, because when you go on Google and stuff like that, and you go to look for these, airsoft guns, they show up, and it's like, ooh, yeah! And then you go on the site, it says discontinued. I wanted one of those for a long time, but as I keep mentioning, they're discontinued. I think I found one somewhere on a forum, but it was like $300. But, you know, it kind of makes sense. I'm not paying $300 for that. Fuck all that. Comes with a spare mag, the stock, and everything. But, now since it's discontinued, it's a collector's piece. So kind of, I understand the value there. I usually try to keep a price range. The stock works phenomenal. This is a very, well, for an airsoft pistol, despite its size, she's very snappy. Very, very snappy. It's got quite a bit of felt recoil. And with the stock on there, you still feel it, but not as much. Stock's doing its job, like I mentioned. Ooh, an 8-rounder. Ooh. Oh, the ATF is gonna be mad now, Yogi. The Ranger's not gonna like that. Pistol stock. And 8-round assault magazine. This is Airsoft, again, by the way. In case no one ever gets the memo. I don't want to hear anyone coming on here. You know, seeing grown men cry on the internet is actually kind of heartbreaking, but at the same time, like, pretty fucking annoying. Oh, you do that to a real man, blah, fucking blah. Shut the fuck up. Experience a little cool down. Don't say I didn't warn you. This is the finicky mag. This is the one that likes to be choosy about how it likes to work, depending on the gun. Came stock with Doris, the WE M1911 GI pistol. Came stock with that. We're gonna load up some magazines. We're gonna light a cigarette, and we're gonna bullshit for a little bit. It's not advisable to actually smoke the cigarette, like have it in your mouth. Like I said in a previous video, while shooting with this stock, because it does bring the slide, the blowback, and the propane much closer to your face. This one might not make it through, but I'm gonna load it anyway. Whatever happens, happens. It's like I know what to expect. It's humid, it's still kind of like really nasty out, so that's gonna affect it. But she's doing phenomenal right now. I hope you guys are really enjoying this because I don't know about y'all, but I've been wanting something like this for years. I even looked around to go buy the real ones, you know, the real steel, and find a way to fit it to one of my Airsoft 1911s, especially the Monarch one. That was the one I saw first, and that one attaches again to a grip panel, but they're $300. Again, they're historical pieces though. They were made in like the 1930s and whatnot, around that neighborhood. So I understand the price. I think we'll attach the barrel, even though it's probably not going to look right. But who knows? Maybe it would be cool. Maybe it looked like one giant compensator, which in a sense it kind of does act like that, because that is putting a little extra weight. Even though it's light aluminum, it is putting a little extra weight on the end of the barrel. If you have too much weight on the barrel of these airsoft guns, it will cause malfunctions, especially with the John Moses Browning 1911 design with the rotating lugs and everything like that, where the barrel kind of dips up and then down, or vice versa. So having that weight on there, it could really mess with those lugs locking up. Alright. It's on safe. There is one in the chamber. Being how I know this will not go off, this will never go off in a million years. This is the only reason why I'm putting my hands in no man's land with one in the chamber. With a real steel firearm, you would not do that because it doesn't rely on a propellant magazine such as these. And just to clarify that, okay. Nothing has changed with the barrel other than I took the cap off the front, because it just blasted away, as you guys saw in the Desert Warrior one. That was a sick configuration. Yeah, the magazine is cooling off fast. This is that finicky one. I saw that coming, so I'm not upset about that, so we'll put her there. The one in the chamber. No, there's not. magazine that came stock with the WE Commander. Little side action. See what I'm saying though? You got a chrome lined bull barrel with it attached. It doesn't look like one whole barrel like it should, but whatever. As long as it functions. Let's get closer, man. Let's give you some of that gun porn. Look at that gun booty. And then we gotta reload. And also, going back to attaching things to the muzzles of your airsoft guns, too much weight can also, under the inertia of the blowback, the vibration and everything, it could loosen that attachment. But when you have it really light like this piece here, it hardly ever loosens. I mean, every now and then I'll check just to make sure, but again, that is not like a cheap ghetto thing, because in real steel firearms in that world, you'll see plenty of people checking their suppressors and stuff like that to make sure they're still tight. It's only natural for them to get loose unless you put like thread lock on there or something. Very nice little accurate pistol, even though it's not about the pistol. I have that hop adjusted to that sweet spot to where I pretty much put the post old school, like my how to shoot book from like the 1950s. It says in there, you know, put the apple on the post. That's like, put the post underneath the target. But I guess we'll throw a little Hollywood shit in, and then we'll call it a wrap. Hold on. Let's see. That mag's out for the count. All these seem to be pretty alright still. Alright, hopefully there's enough juice in these. A little mag dump. Alright. This is incredible. This is incredible. Alright, everybody. Thanks a lot for watching. And, high power. Peace.